Welcome our next comic out here. Come on, Joleen.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold, but don't wait till you're old.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to 90 Day with Nana. It is Monday night. Me and Nana are here live and together. Shout out to the LEEN team. Let us know you can hear us in the chat. If you guys want to support us during the broadcast, you can send a super chat. We'll highlight your comment. Otherwise, we do have a Patreon. The link is in the description of this video. So feel free to check that out. We do have exclusive content. And I think, Nana, while you're here, I'm going to have us do a Patreon exclusive in the next couple days.
All right. That'd be great.
Live chat.
That'd
What do you think about that?
I like it.
You like it. You like it. And Lucy's sleeping. She fell asleep. So she's, she might wake up and just come in at any moment. But as for now,
she's tired.
She's tired. So give us a like, you guys. We'll remind you a couple times during the live to like this video. It helps us in the algorithm. Hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic Monday. I think it's Monday, right? It's Monday. I keep
thinking it's Friday. Gosh, I got everything mixed up.
Shout out to the LEEN team. We are going to be talking about 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Season 6, Episode 8. I think the episode title was All Shook Up. So hello, you guys.
90 Days with Nana. Oh my goodness.
Yay. Hello, Suzanne. Hello, you guys.
Hi,
yes.
Suzanne. Could I say one thing before we get started?
Target, Zaina. Yes. We got our Target shirts on.
Joshua Tree.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get started,
Okay.
I am going to send out a special gift to whoever gets closest. And I'd like you to put your guesses in right now.
Okay.
How many times, and this one doesn't count.
But do they have to then send you? Okay, so this will include you guys having to DM Nana or myself. You can email me, or you can DM Nana if you're friends with her on the Facebook. Otherwise, you can DM me on Instagram, or you can email me, jolenereacts@gmail.com. I always forget I have that email address because I haven't done a reaction video in a while. Okay,
so what we want to do is just put your guesses in right now in the chat if you'd like to take part in this. I don't know what kind of gift I'm going to have. It depends on how much money I have left after this trip.
Okay, we did go to Costco today.
We did have fun.
So we did spend some money. We'll give a life update after this. Okay.
How many times, this one doesn't count, will Nana do this?
Touch her hair.
During a podcast. I was told I do it quite often, and I know I do. So we'll start. Put your guesses in now. You start right now and begin. Okay.
And shout out to my mods. You might have a couple. I noticed already a couple trolls coming in. There's some internet rumors. Some people are trying to start some stuff that is pretty ridiculous. But if you know me and you're a fan of the channel and you're a fan of Busy, you guys know what's up. You know what's up. So just if you see anyone doing that kind of stuff, get rid of them.
We're just here to have a good time.
We have lives and families and good things. We don't have time to fight with people on the internet. That's not
not why we're here.
No, we're short time on this planet, you guys. Your time should be spent doing the things you love, being with the people you love. My job has always been, when I started YouTube, to make people laugh. That's what I wanted to use my YouTube for. Talk about silly, funny shows I watch, do my stand-up comedy, make people laugh.
Yes.
Collaborate with my mom and people I enjoy.
Positive.
I know unfortunately, that's not everyone's goal. And so they like to just make things up. But you can gladly do the research and find out if, you can see what the truth is. So there we go.
Okay.
Thank you, Nancy. All right. So people are leaving their guesses.
Oh, how nice. Okay.
But how are we going to know what the right answer is?
I will be counting.
How are you going to?
I know.
I'm going to give you a pen and a piece of paper. Then I feel like
then
you're going to.
I'll do little strokes.
Okay. This is so whoever gets the closest by the end.
Okay. I'm going to say it just like Bob Barker. Or, what's the other guy's name? Why can't I think of names? He's so cute. Drew Carey on Price is Right. Whoever gets closest without going over how many times I do that to my hair during a given podcast. Okay. Thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you, Diana. Yes, Missy says bye, 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 bye. Okay. I hate that. I know. It's so sad. It's so sad.
We're just not going to go into that. Okay.
No, not at all.
Jolene, you're on the wrong side. Yes, I feel like that too.
Oh yeah, because you're normally on.
I'm usually on that side.
Wait,
but that's okay.
Okay. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Spatial relations, I did not do well on. When you had to do that in the ACTs, I think that was my lowest score.
Oh, those ACTs, I just didn't realize what they were, how important they were, and there's times I just sat there and looked at the clock. So I must have done really well. Wasn't there a lot of like none of the above kind of answers on an ACT?
Are you talking about true and false? Or ABD, you guys, clearly, me and then ABCD. Are you talking about multiple choice questions?
Yes.
Lots of multiple choice. I think there was maybe critical thinking or retention of reading or something like that. I don't know. We just got done watching this episode in 90 days. So my brain is like cuckoo banana. Realification says, OMG, only going to say that your stands are flooding Reddit to support you guys. So much love to Nana, Jolene, and Busy Boo, and love to Lucy. Realification, I do want to shout you.
Thank you.
Out Reddit and Realification. You guys, I read the messages. I may not be able to reply to everyone on the spot because it is an onslaught of things coming our way. But just know that the truth always prevails. Good always overcomes evil. And overall, happiness and joy and laughter and all that good stuff. And you guys get the comedy. So we're here. And I have my mom here. And nobody can take that away from me. That's my mom's here.
This is great.
She's rad.
Did we go to Target today? I always get mixed up. Was that last night?
We went to Target, last night.
That was last night. I see how much, and I talking to Linda today. I said, so you got the grandkids? It's Friday.
She's like,
and she goes,
Monday.
It's Monday. I went, okay, I'm right on it.
All right. Someone thought you were Jolene on Reddit. My name on Reddit, if I never post, but it's Joleen Lunzer. I don't think you're supposed to use your real name, but I use my real name everywhere. So,
okay.
I don't know if you're supposed to, but Bethy, that means you made it. That means you made it. Okay. So Nana, here's what you're going to have to do though. You're going to have to go back through the chat and look at the end, all the guesses.
And we can get at that, right?
I mean, you got to watch the whole video over again to see it.
And I wouldn't want to watch.
Okay, you can watch it again.
I mean, but I'll watch it on something where I can see the full chats.
Okay, yeah. You'll have to, but okay, so yeah, when you ask that, you'll be able to see it. Okay, so yeah. Okay, Nanya. Oh, I love you, Nanya. Yeah, no, never do. You keep it moving. I've worked too hard. I have a lot of good things. So, okay, me and Nana. Yes, Nana's here. As you can see, we've been having so much fun. Yesterday we did go to a friend of mine who lives out here. Who's actually from Minnesota, but she lives out here now, and she has two little girls that are around Lucy's age.
And we had so much fun with them, and Lucy was
cute.
Just in her glory.
We had a pool party.
Yes, and then she cooked for us out on the grill, and it was just so nice. And Lucy was in her heaven. She didn't have to hang around the old people. Mm-hmm. She got to be with kids her age that were fun.
Exactly.
And wanted to do things she wanted to do.
It was so great to just be around and watch Lucy because she has been out of school since the beginning of the Panakuchen or since right after it started. So some kids have went back, I understand, but in her area, she has not. Don't forget to smash that like. You guys, we got 91 here and 61 likes.
Nice.
So thank you for joining. So it was good to see her be able to be around other kids her age. I mean, she has a little bit at home, but again, it's a pandemic. So kids, we forget how hard kids have to struggle through this without even being able to understand fully what a pandemic is, what a Panakuchen is. So it was great to see her be able to play with, she's going to be 7 on the 28th. Happy birthday to Lucy. Also, shout out to those who joined us Friday. We raised a lot of money for the dog rescue of Lucy's Choice.
Very exciting.
So make sure you're following me on social media at Joleen Lunzer, and I'll be posting as soon as we send that money over to the dog rescue. I'll make a big post about it. I'll post on here on YouTube, probably my community page, so you guys can see that the money went there and not to the casino. We didn't.
And it was so exciting. And we didn't go.
We decided not to spend the money that everyone donated on the casino. I mean, I guess we could still
talk about
change our
wonderful
minds.
People. I think not. Even
We're great.
Even I have said no to this. That scares me. I'm changing.
There's days I'm like, do we save the dogs or do we hit the nickel slots? But I guess today we save the friggin' dogs. No, we love dogs. So
We love animals.
We're saving them. Yes, the Panic-Coo kid. Okay, so we did that. We went today to Costco because Nana has a Costco membership. I don't. I understand they're only $50 and I could easily just get one. I never felt the need to. And I think it's kind of fun that I think I will ultimately grow up and get a Costco membership.
Well, it just depends. A lot of times when it's just the two of you, like it is with Dad, and sometimes Linda will go along with us, but most often she'll say, boy, I still have some paper towels from last time we went. And I go, how is that possible?
But every time Nana's here, she loads us up on a Costco trip. It's amazing. And we never know till the end that she's going to pay, even though we kind of know, but we don't. But this time I thought for sure she's not paying because I was putting stuff in the cart. I was like, I'm getting this. I'm getting this. I need this. I need Downy Unstoppables, the big one,
Well, it's just Dad and I, we like to do stuff for our kids. We do stuff, for Bill and Sarah when we can. We'll do stuff for you.
She likes to keep it try to keep it even.
That's
very
right.
even. But it was so sweet. So at the end, she's like, go get us all a hot dog. I got this. I'm like, no, Nana, me and Charlie, we're sending you money. And she says, no. So I got Downy Unstoppables for years, you guys. If you guys need some, let me know. I can shoot them in the mail. B, that is a great question. One Patreon question. Do you have an official schedule when posting? Sorry, I know I'm annoying. You're not annoying because I think people should know what they're paying their money for. As of now, I don't have something that you can look at and definitively on a schedule, but that's something that I will be posting to Patreon because exclusive content that I have there is stuff. So going forward, we are deciding with the $10 tier what the next show. I covered The Circle on my own, and I'm doing the Married to Survivor podcast with my husband, Chell. We've been doing those on Monday, sometimes Tuesday nights. We are 2 weeks behind due to family stuff and obviously these guys being here. So we'll get all caught up on that, and it's fun. And we'll be offering more fun perks this summer with Big Brother and also with Nana with the live. So there's a $2 tier. I'll just break it down for you. It's just like a thank you support. There's not too many perks you get with the $2, but you get your name in the video descriptions as a thank you. Then a $5 tier, you'll get your occasional live stream, which we owe you with Nana and myself, just like Patreon only. And then with the $10, only 3 tiers, because it's I don't know how to make all these tiers. You know what I mean? And 10 seems like more than enough. Maybe later down the road, if someone wants to, I don't know, I got to take a Patreon class or something. But with $10, you'll get exclusive content that I only do on Patreon, or stuff will drop earlier on Patreon, stuff like that. But I will work at getting a schedule so you can see exactly on this day, this is when you get that. So hopefully that answers the question. If not, feel free to DM me because I definitely want it to be worth your while if you're supporting me on Patreon. And I would love what you guys would like to see on Patreon, because you guys are the patrons. So if you're hey, I would like to see this, that, or the other thing, or there's other Patreon people that do this, are you considering that? Let me know, because, oh, man.
That's very nice. But what I could do for you on this is on June 26th,
Remember, speak up a little bit.
At Hinckley,
Okay,
Minnesota.
Nana has big news. Real quick, shout out to Sarah Nerdtainment, who also has a fantastic Patreon. I know 7, Sarah. Lucy's getting so big.
Hi, Sarah. So on June 26th, I will be in Hinckley, Minnesota.
Yep.
At the Grand Casino Hinckley. I
Spending
signed up
the dog money. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. No.
I signed up for Brian Christopher's, one of his slot pulls.
Oh my God.
So I'll ask my best friend, Brian Christopher, how he does his Patreon.
I don't think he'll want to answer that. I appreciate that, Nana. But once you become a little better friends, maybe you can talk to Britt. If you guys follow us regularly, you know that Brian Christopher is Nana's favorite YouTuber, then herself, then me. No, probably then Lucy, then herself, then me. And we interviewed him, and he came on. He was so gracious and sweet.
He was.
So Nana's going to do a $500 poll.
I am. Can you believe that? I have never. Well, I have certainly. I have certainly spent that kind of money at a casino. Maybe not just handing it over and going, okay, here we go. But there's 20 some people that go in on
this. Do you each pull one time?
No, that isn't it.
I don't get the group pull.
The group pull is, and a lot of times it depends on the state. With most states, he has to touch the buttons. You're standing there. He asks you your name, where you're from, blah, blah, blah. or something about yourself is his new thing. Tell me something about yourself. I said, well, you've been on my podcast. How's that?
So you've been on my mind.
So, and then he'll hit it. Like, let's say I don't know, let's just, for easy math reasons, $100 a pull, let's just say.
Okay.
He would hit it 5 times for me. That's $500. Okay. Or if it was 50.
So you'll stand next to him?
Stand next to
Are
him.
you going to be like smelling him like a creep? Like,
I promise I won't. I promise
You
I
smell
won't.
like I thought a Brian would.
Oh,
I've only smelled a Paul and a toilet daddy.
you melt good, Brian. Anyway, so
You
we get
creep.
to do that. I don't know what machine. None of us know what machine he's going to play. I will tell you, I did try to get on the $200 pull. When the minute I found out about it, I got on, sold out. Got on the next one, sold out. Got on the $500 one, and there was like 5 left, so I grabbed one.
I'm so excited for you.
excited.
And so Nana will be on his channel then, right?
Well, I think so. I think he does. This probably won't be live because gosh knows what somebody would say, on it.
Mhm.
They have to have some kind of control over it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, but I think they'll edit it and put it out there. Yeah.
Ooh.
So because it's his first time coming to Minnesota,
Ooh.
and he had to talk to the powers that
I wonder
be.
why he came to Minnesota.
Well, I did mention,
Mm.
come to Minnesota. He isn't staying with us, but I thought of maybe bringing him some Franco mints from Macy's, which is Dayton's,
Franco?
which is Franco.
I thought it was Franco.
I thought it was Franco.
Correct
Anyway,
us in the chat.
They're so good. They're those green mints with the chocolate in them. Oh, they're to die for.
Mhm.
I promised him if he came here, him and Marco could stay, or Britt, we have room, and I would put mints on their pillow. So that's just a little ha-ha. So I'm sure he hasn't thought about me as much as I've thought about him since our podcast with him, but he was very gracious. So.
All right. Nana's got a fun time coming up at Hinckley, so we'll keep you guys updated on that. Sharon says, Joleen, you should come to Montreal, Canada for the Just for Laughs Festival. I would love to. I've auditioned for Just for Laughs before. Weird, like funny, not funny, kind of funny, strange tea dropped about the Just for Laughs. They had the same booker for years.
Oh.
And this guy had seen me, but all this stuff, like it does in entertainment, started coming out about him and something recent that he had said in a green room that he then admitted to, and they let him go. So now there's a new booker. So who knows? Just for Laughs used to be this big thing that would break comedians' careers, and break in a good way. They would break in.
That's good.
That was like a good thing at the time, and not like a breakdown on YouTube. Like a break with your career. But now it really isn't the same. It doesn't have the same prestige. It's still awesome, but I hope it goes back to a little more of that. I mean, they used to pay your way back in the day. I don't even think they pay your way anymore.
Oh, don't they?
No.
That's expensive. But
It is.
Montreal's so beautiful.
Yeah. So hopefully, maybe I'll do it one day now that he's not the booker, because clearly he always wore a fedora and he would show up at shows. And it's always the worst people that judge comedy, though. And by worst, I mean just
Different sense of humor, maybe. They didn't.
it's just a self-importance, and they sit there and they just
Oh, okay.
it's you guys know with any profession, gatekeepers are usually the worst, and so he just and I'm like, you can't even decide on a good outfit. How can you decide on good comedy? You know what I mean? If you're always wearing a
Wow.
fedora, if you're always plus he was just kind of he wasn't my favorite. I didn't know him well personally, but I performed in front of him quite a bit and seen him around, and it's just that self-importance of I pick comedians. It's like, cool, buddy, awesome. What
All
do you
right.
do anything to help the world? I'd be more impressed if you were like, I pick out hearts for heart transplants, but not in living people,
Yes.
That would be murder, like Red-Faced Ron, allegedly, and SK Betty. Okay, so let me just catch up with you guys' chat, and then we'll get into the episode.
Isn't that something, Ron? Oh, Ron. Oh, Ron.
Oh, thank you, Legally Leah. You are awesome. Wendy, welcome. Wendy says she's new to this. I think we have a lot of new followers that are following
Oh, how nice.
me and Busy. A lot of new people for Big Brother we get every summer. A lot of new Joleen and Busy Blue Sip and Key with the All About the Tea, which we will be doing. I know I'm just like Dana, though. I touch my hair all the time. We'll be doing a new Sip and Key for sure Wednesday, maybe even tomorrow as well, because we have a lot to catch up on. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, Nana smelled. We don't say Norman from the Plane's name anymore because we were making too many jokes about it, and Nana was getting sick of it because she did meet a boyfriend on the plane.
I didn't meet a boyfriend.
His name was Norman.
He was just a nice man that started to talk at the end of the trip. You know how you sit there with someone and he says, "Can I pick your book up for you?" I didn't know what that meant, but yes, I dropped my book. I was reading a nice paperback, and it was The Brady Bunch, and it was I Grew Up Being a Brady by Greg. Okay. Growing Up Brady, that was the name of it. So he picked it up and he just kind of smiled. I said, "Yeah, Brady Bunch." And he goes, "Yeah, I see that." And I says,
and they locked eyes and then they Frenched. It was weird. It was so
either
weird.
that I told him or War and Peace, and I picked Brady Bunch. So anyway, I thought that was nice.
Yeah, no, you guys are saying the Just for Laughs. It's an amazing, amazing festival. So definitely, hopefully one day we'll get there. Jacob's Canvas, one of my besties for the resties since I was 22. Thank you. He sent a super chat for Nana.
That really?
Cali glow looks good on you, Nana.
Oh, thank you. I love California. I was made for the desert.
Sorry.
I'm dry and dusty.
I can't believe I almost talked over your joke. I'm so sorry. That was a good one. Dry and dusty.
It's okay. It's not the first time this podcast that you've done that. Okay, let's go back to B. Bean. I just want to see that for a minute. What if it was Billy DeWilliams? Who are you, B. Bean, that knows that I love Billy DeWilliams?
B. Bean's always with us. Always.
I know, but I haven't talked about Billy DeWilliams.
Oh, we've
much.
talked about everything.
Not Billy DeWilliams so much.
I think we have, actually.
Well,
I remember.
Oh, he's so good looking. Can hardly stand
Yeah,
it.
Nana needs to move to Las Vegas too.
Can you say goodbye, retirement? I would have a hard time living there. You know, I can only go so.
It'll be good enough when her daughter has a home there, and that'll be good. Homestead Honeycraft says, Nana, I played the Golden Buffaloes in Louisiana because I saw you play. I only got to 10 Buffaloes.
That's huge.
That's good.
That's huge.
Because what is it? 15?
15.
Oh my God, you were in the 10 club.
Honey, I never thought I'd ever hit the 15 club. So 10 is great. I hope you cashed out, and I hope somebody was waiting for you to take you home that night, because that's what Joleen did, and Joleen and Shell did for us. Joleen and I walked out of there.
I don't know what she's talking about. Oh, yeah, he did.
Joleen and I walked out
Yep.
of there, and Shell came to pick us up, so we walked out with the money.
With the money, honey.
Walk out with the money.
Diane, thank you for the super chat. You'll have to do Canadian comedy. Oh my gosh, yes. The last time I was in Canada doing comedy was Edmonton, and it was quite a few years ago. And I was at the large mall, which is similar to the Mall of America, but I like the Canadian Mall better. I know I'm not supposed to say that because I'm supposed to love the Mall of America, and I do like it. But the Canadian Mall had a casino in it.
No, ours was crafted. We tried to get a
After
casino
the
in
Edmonton
ours.
one, yeah.
Yes, we tried to get that. But we are such a, Minnesota being such a, we always called it a churchy state, and they didn't think they should have
We didn't
a
have beer
casino
for sale on Sundays in Minnesota until recently.
It seems so weird to me to go to your
Alcohol.
grocery stores and see wine and beer and hard liquor all over.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Well, no, if you can go to Walgreens and get it.
I know.
And you can't do that in Minnesota at all?
Oh, gosh, no.
Oh, gosh, no.
Oh,
That
gosh,
would be
no.
a sin
Oh,
if anyone
gosh, no.
had any
Somebody-
damn fun.
No, stop it. No, I'd
Stop.
like to mention that we did have our nails done. These are the nicest my nails will ever look in a lifetime, because I have garden hands. And once she was doing my feet and stuff, oh, that poor little thing. We gave her a nice tip because I told you it was just like
We had to give her $50 because Nana's
grating.
feet were so bad.
grating cheese. It was
People might be eating.
That's okay. Spoiler alert. Lucy goes, it was coming over by me too, because
Yeah,
it
Lucy
just
was in the
flying.
middle, and we were on our pedicure chairs, and we're just like, oh, we don't know her.
Sorry, but it's garden feet. You wear
Exactly.
sandals and you get out there and you get those crevices and black stuff, and you should see your feet anyway.
Well, okay. Yes. I was gonna. Wendy says, "Woohoo, Edmonton!" Yes, I think the comedy club out there it's a Rick Bronson club, and it was it the comic strip. I loved it though. I loved performing there. I love Bronson's clubs. So, because he has
They
one
are
in the Mall of
nice.
America, one there. He's got one in Phoenix, and I loved Edmonton. It felt like I was performing for Minnesotans, so it felt very and they
I
paid
know.
me in Canadian money. I felt really fancy.
Wow.
Mhm. So
I see Wendy's name come across here, and I like what she puts out there on Facebook every day. She puts out a little saying, and it kind of gets your day off to a nice start. I'll just say that.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. All right. So we got to get into this episode now that we're 24 minutes into our broadcast. We haven't even talked to any 90 Day Fiancé. Make sure you guys smash the like, 118 watching, 85 likes. You guys are helping us in the algorithm. Okay. Long time ago. Yeah. I don't know what year I was out there. 2017, 2018, 2016, something like that.
Where did Dad and I go? That's right by Niagara Falls. What's Canada? What's the Canada, right across from the Niagara Falls. What city is
Toronto.
that? Thank you. That's where I was. Okay.
She went to Toronto. I'm very jealous. I want to go to Toronto. Okay. Now that we've talked about all the geography, all the comedy, and all that stuff, let's talk about 90 Day Fiancé. So again, we're already into episode 8, All Shook Up. And we just got done watching it. And I will be honest, full disclosure, I fell asleep for a little bit during it because I think, let's just break them down by couple. Okay, so we have Elizabeth.
You want to start with Libby and Andre?
Yes, Libby and Andre. Because this is after the big boat fight, the yacht fight, if you will. If you've never been on a yacht, they were on a yacht. If you've been on a yacht, I've never been on a yacht. But I watch enough Housewives to know that was not a yacht.
Okay, they called it a yacht. It looked like maybe a bigger sailboat.
It was a pontoon. Nice pontoon.
Okay, it wasn't as nice as a Lund fishing boat, but it was a step down from a Lund fishing boat.
Yeah.
16 and a half footer. Okay, with a live well. And it starts out with Andre doing some sad ass exercise in the backyard with some, what is it called?
They're kettlebell. No, yeah, they look like cowbells. Nana's like, why is he lifting a cowbell? It's a kettlebell. They actually, it's a pretty good, you can get a pretty good workout. Not that I'm doing it all the time, but I was a part of a gym once upon a time where we did that in the class.
Really? With those?
Yeah. The kettlebells.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. We had an old ladies class, and my favorite was we went swimming. And in the swimming pool, we took these jugs of milk, filled them up with water, and had to do this.
Yeah, you did water arobics.
Yeah, that was fun.
And
that
I
was
did
for
it
old ladies. That
with you because I was a kid. You took me because you didn't want to pay for a babysitter. So I had to sit there. I had fun though, but with all the older ladies. And then I was just swimming around the pool like, what's the problem, gals? It's so easy.
I know, not so easy, honey. When you get older, you're going, but he was just exercising out there, and it looked as though he was going to hit his ball sack, and I don't believe he did. But
you're stepping on the cord there.
Thank you. But Andre, he's mad. He's just mad. He's mad at her family. He wants to be in good with Chuck, which I don't blame him.
Chuck's the money, apparently.
Chuck is the money,
allegedly,
and the rest of the kids don't care for him, Andre. And so he just told Libby, you have to go over and talk to your sisters before this RV trip, because it'll never work out unless you talk to your sisters and kind of come to an understanding about not fighting on this trip, because it'll break Chuck's heart.
It'll break Chuck's alt-right haircut's heart. Okay. So then we go with Libby going over to her sister Jen's house, to which then Becky comes over, and Libby's like, I've never fought with Becky. We've always been close. We're new moms. Now, again, a lot of us think that this storyline is a little contrived. It's a little set up. It seems like, okay, we just turned this into a Jerry Springer episode, basically, with these women. They know how to stay on the show.
Yes, going after each other physically.
Yes. So what did you think of their little talk that they had?
It was horrible. I mean, one walks in, and what is her name? What is her name? The sister that walked into the house.
Becky. So they're at Jen's and
house.
Becky
walks in. She's all smiles. Libby was not smiling at all. And she just said that you owe my husband an apology, where in fact she says, no, I do not. They go back and forth. It's getting kind of stale already. I want to get to the RV part already.
Can we just get like Andre and Chuck in Charlie, I should say Charlie in the boxing ring or something, and just end this, and whoever wins,
done with.
Then the other person has to shut up forever. Maybe that will work. Because it seems like everyone now is boxing, whether it be reality stars, YouTube stars, they're all boxing each other. So just box it out already. Now,
I like it.
We saw the previews for the next episode. Looks like Andre's going to call Becky out to box or something. I don't know. They're in the RV. Andre's driving. He starts talking to Chuck about money, and Becky gets right in there because she wants more screen time, and she has to read her lines. So I'll be honest, some of the people this season, their storylines are done. They're tired. they're
Well,
very,
they're
very tired.
You know, and I
Mhm.
expected more out of 90 Day.
Yeah.
So, and when you start expecting more, what does God give you? He gives you Ron and Betty.
Oh my God.
Ron and Betty. Now, this part of the storyline was great
Yeah.
because you know Ron and Betty. They've already talked to the kids.
Mhm.
They have said to the kids, we're gonna have a nice party for your dad's 70th birthday party. And then we'll also have a party for you because no one could get together during the COVID.
It's still COVID
I
though, and they're
know,
having a
I
big
know.
party for Ron's 70th. Red-faced Ron is always drinking red wine. He's always mad. You know, we were not seeing a lot of them. And now that we have seen more of them, Ron's even madder than we could have ever imagined.
I know he is. He's just, and Betty doesn't know how to listen to the kids. The kids had said to her, we do not want anything about our wedding. We've already had our wedding. We had our little reception, just the family. That was fine. This is about Dad. We don't want it about us.
Mhm.
They walk in and they're excited because they can see how nice it looks. They did a nice job with the 70th birthday celebration.
Nana, you're
and
so
the
polite.
signs.
It didn't look that nice.
Well, they thought it did though, so I didn't want to rain on their parade.
Okay.
They thought it looked nice.
Yeah.
She did a half-ass job going to the dollar, you know, whatever
The dollar,
that is,
she went
store.
to like Five Below and she got, I love Five Below, but if the guy only turned 70 once, Betty, I mean, you could at least put some nice like, I don't know, like
something.
a banner, like a big banner, or I don't know.
I don't know. It said this dude is 70 or something like that. It was kind of pitiful. But then they look on the other side of the room and it says happy marriage or something. And it said, how did they have it there, honey? Did they have their names or Mr. and Mrs.?
They gave him a corner of decorations. And then they had that awkward guy that married them pull up and they were like, hey, we invited Brian. And everyone's like, who the hell's Brian?
Brian?
We saw him in one episode. No one had any ties to Brian, especially Julia didn't. Maybe it was a part of their church. But Julia didn't really know him and she didn't want anything. And he's like, this is so special. I'm glad all your friends and family could get together for you to celebrate. And I'm thinking, Brian, no, they didn't want this. And Brian's like, this is awesome. This is so great. So glad you guys are married. Marriage is beautiful, especially when you live with your parents well into your marriage. And little guy that you married, Brandon, he's almost 40. Was he almost? Oh, he was almost 30.
Almost 30.
Only paid rent on his own twice. And it was out of Red Ron's pocket. So
and he had to move back home.
Sir.
Mazel.
It was a hot mess, this whole thing. Red-faced Ron is there with all of his most elderly friends during COVID. And I'm just thinking everyone here is going to die. Like, I'm terrified. My anxiety is through the roof. I'm thinking they're all going to be in the hospital. There's not enough beds. Why can't Ron just have an online birthday like the rest of us?
I know.
He's like 100. There's no face. There's no face that's 70 that looks like his. He's like 100 in anger, in years. Ron's 100, like dog years.
As I'm loving this. I just love being on this podcast with Joleen. I'm going to have to stand up a minute. My hip is locking. Just
Oh,
a
no.
minute.
Are you okay, Nana?
Yeah. It just
Do you need me to like massage it?
It kind of hurts.
Oh,
Okay.
here. It's because you're sitting on a really
All right.
weird chair. Let me flip
Okay.
the pillow. Here, this is what
All
you
right.
get when we're together.
This is
Nana's getting right in the camera. This is our OnlyFans. Are you okay?
yes.
Do you want to switch chairs?
Nope. I don't feel it now. But there are certain ways where I sit.
Oh, no. I'm going to have to take her to the hospital. Are we okay?
Honey, can we stop at the casino first? No, anyway.
She's just trying to get out of this to go to the casino.
No,
I know
not
what she's
at
doing.
all. But Ron, he does. Susan Newhart saying, Ron gets scary mad, and he does. He just, but you know, and not that I'm not a big fan of Betty and Ron. Don't get me wrong, but they have done a lot for these kids, just letting them live there with paying nothing. You know, really.
But
I'm just saying, let's look at it through the parents' eyes, and they don't. The way they say things too, and I know they shouldn't have done that, what they did, but they said, then we're just going to hurry up and we're going to pack our stuff and get out of here. And that would be hurtful to hear as a parent after giving all this stuff. I know they treated her like a subservient and she had to go feed pigs or something, but what else has she been doing? She's not working. She could at least help around the house. She didn't want to do the farm. You know, pick up a dish. pick up a dish rag. Do something.
Here's my thing.
All right.
What Brandon is and everything he is because Betty and Ron conditioned him to be this way. They raised him to be this big baby. They bail him out and they say, you can't do it, Brando. You just, red-faced Ron was like, you got to pay your own bills. Good luck with that. You're going to fail. It's like, okay.
And she kept
so
grabbing his arm.
Yeah, like stop. And he's got his dockers in a bunch around his balls. And it's just too much. It's like, let him go fail. That's the job. Like if that's what he does, that he has to learn somehow. You can't bail him out of everything. And they're like, you want to go try to, rent's like $1,100, and literally I'm like, Ron, do you want to make it to your 71st birthday? Because it's not going to happen when you're acting like that. It's crazy that this guy is almost 30 years old and he's never been able to live on his own. And a big part of that is to do with red-faced Ron. Like, you want to buy your own Gatorade? Go ahead. You won't be able to afford the blue and the orange, and you're like, oh my God, Ron.
I get that.
Calm down. He's like, they don't even have Ecto Cooler anymore for the little guy, and that's what he's going to need. You want to go out to eat? You want to go to Chiptoli? And okay, Ron, they know they can't have Chiptoli every day. They know they got to save.
I don't think she knows it. She thinks she's moving to Vegas.
She does think.
So I don't think
Julia
she gets it at
is
all.
Emotionally immature for sure.
Yeah.
But
she's
Brandon
at all.
he's a bug guy. Bug guys make decent money.
Yeah,
my friend's husband's a bug guy. He makes good money. He's able to have a house. So Brando, figure your shit out. I don't know what you got going on. Pay off your debt. Do what you got to do. Get a studio apartment and then go, Julia, this is how it is. And maybe then she'll want to go back to the farm. But the best thing is to just move forward, live within your means, try your best. But red-faced Ron's like, oh no. But I love what Rawan is saying. She just got them a cake and a balloon. They were in a garage. Brandon was a jerk to his mom. They acted, it was a little too much. It was too much.
It was.
Betty, though, does have to realize her boundaries. She's never known, and now she's going to blame Julia and go, she's taking my son away from me. And then red-faced Ron's going to get in there,
Ron.
And he's going to be like, I got to get to the hot tub. I got to get to the hot tub. I need more red wine. Wine is supposed to soothe you, Ron. It's not supposed to make you so angry. And now, I mean,
just didn't
she's
like
like,
the taste of wine.
Don't worry, Ron. We'll get to the hot tub soon, but we won't wear our clothes because that ruins the tub. And Ron's like, ooh, don't get me started. I'll throw this lasagna in the pond. It's just like, oh my God, these two.
So nice.
Ron is, though, my favorite character now because he's so ridiculous. Yes. He's so ridiculous. At least he's interesting. At least it's not watching Kalani and Asuelu tell us about sex. I just imagine just the messiest, sloppiest sex you've ever seen with those two. And we'll get to that. But no, red-faced Ron. No, let's see what you guys are saying. C. Cruz says, I don't understand why Betty and Ron are so against Brent. Yeah, let him, I'd say go. Me and Mom want to sit with our red wine in the hot tub naked. I honestly,
they do anyway, but
I think red-faced Ron is nervous because, I think that Betty, we've talked about this. This is all speculation and comedy and jokes, but, maybe he's afraid. I'm just saying, you watch enough episodes of Snapped. Let's put the alleged banner up. It's comedy, guys, but maybe he is a little nervous. And he's like, I'm going to be a Dateline episode. Brando, you can't afford to live on your own, feed the cows, she's going to feed me to the cows, allegedly. So I don't know. We're not sure. Of course, I can never find my allegedly.
That's okay. We'll just keep saying it, allegedly. Because didn't we hear that they were swingers, allegedly?
Maybe she's making them swing too hard. Ron's like, I got a 7-year-old D. I can't take this much swinging. You know how much swinging your mom wants to do? All the swinging. I can only swing. I can just do a little push and walk away. She wants me swing. Ron can't swing anymore, you guys. He can only swing a little. He can rotate to the left. She's going to give him a heart attack. So maybe it's too much.
Maybe, but at 66, even swing sounds kind of good. Allegedly.
Ron is wound tight. Not enough time in the hot tub. And honestly, I think that hot water might masturbate his senses too much.
Maybe.
I think when Ron gets, now that we're soon to be on to Kalani and Asuelu, I think when Ron, can you imagine Ron reaching the pleasure mode? He's like, thank you, Betty.
I'm just not sure he does. I'm not sure he reaches there. I don't think so. Because it sounds like Asuelu sure doesn't.
Oh my
that
God.
seemed like an odd thing. Let's jump to Asuelu.
So
and
Julia and
Oh, yeah.
what's his nuts, Brando,
Brandon,
they're moving out. They'll be back in.
they'll be back.
They're going to be that couple that gets an aquarium. They won't take care of it. They'll have hamsters and they'll have to move it all back into the farm because Brando's going to miss the farm. So he's going to get like guinea pigs, all stuff that they won't be able to take care of,
That's right.
allegedly.
And
So-
they're going to leave a lava lamp on and start a fire in the apartment. You wait and see.
They're going to I always get nervous when people put scarves over lamps.
Oh, I don't like that either.
Because I'm like, that's a fire waiting to
I
happen.
don't like that.
Okay. All right.
Remember I was telling you about them little Asian beetles that you get in the house? They look like little not caterpillars, but ladybugs.
Yeah.
They got in those curly, I hate those curly little light bulbs. They're crap. Okay.
Okay.
Just give me a nice round light bulb. But those curly light bulbs, there's a little dip in there and they fly to the light. And so I was smelling something one night, and sure enough, there was like 6 of them
Ooh.
and they're burning.
Nana,
I know.
you and SK Betty, man, you're just torturing stuff. Oh
was
my
just-
gosh.
It was gross. Anyway,
Nana-
I got rid of all my curly light bulbs.
Atharella says, put a donut on your Amazon wish list, for you to sit on. So
Oh, see, no, it's not the buttocks and it's not hemorrhoids or anything.
she has 7 hemorrhoids. No, she's
No.
had 2 hip replacements.
It's this one. I'm still having a little trouble with the left one.
We should go back.
If I am sitting funny and I could feel it almost pulling. So it's goofy. Anyway.
Did you notice the key bowl at Ron's birthday? Oh yeah, we noticed, and there was no keys in it.
Didn't.
No, she's just kidding.
Oh,
The
wow.
JK
I thought, wow, did I miss it?
But there was allegedly, but there were no keys in
Okay.
it. All the elderlies who were there were like, not with Ron.
I'm going to pass.
I liked Betty's hair better short, and they don't let us wear underoos in the hot tub. We're not going.
We're not going.
We're not going up
Hell
there.
with them.
She ruins the moment when she talks about the hot tub rules. She makes us read them before we get intimate. It's not fun when you have to read hot tub rules before you do the nasty. You know what I mean?
It was Brandon and Julia. It was horrid that you left that party the way you left it.
It would be embarrassing
That's
to your
horrid.
parents.
That's
It was a
embarrassing
little
to the guests.
dramatic, a little dramatic. You know how your mom is, Brando. You've been attached to her areolas for 28, 29 years now. You know how she is. You know what I mean? Have the conversation with her in private after and say these,
Yes.
these are my boundaries. You didn't listen, all that kind of stuff.
Says,
You know.
oh, now look at just the tea, please, 93. Wow, Joleen, your hair has grown a lot. Looks nice.
Thank you.
It does. I mentioned that to you today.
I got it cut.
I love the blonde.
So it's a
I
little
like the more
healthier.
blonder. I need to get mine done. I know it's not about me. They did talk about you. That's 4 times I've touched my hair. I just did. Okay, thanks a lot. So if you guess 3 more, is hi, honey. Hot tub streams.
Let's go. Okay, so let's talk about Asuelu and Kalani. Speaking about sex, what are they up to, Nana?
Honey, they go into the sex shop and they're just like little kids. Like the first time they've ever seen these things, where have they been? We had house parties with those things.
Mm-hmm.
They come just like Tupperware. You can burp it and it keeps it fresh and all kinds of things. Yeah.
Is that true for your lady parts? Or are you talking about Tupperware?
They were interchangeable.
Both.
They were interchangeable. When you're coring that lettuce, that core, hello.
It's multi-level marketing, basically. So you had those parties. But I'm telling you, whatever, I know that I don't know if it was because of her religion or because of whatever. I know there's different areas of Mormonism. So I don't want to make some generalization when I'm not well versed on all of Mormonism. So I don't know why Kalani stayed without the bone and the peen for as long as she did. But let's just say this isn't a good look or a good poster child for abstinence only, because abstinence only, if she was the poster child, it would mean that led you to Asuelu and the sex shop. But the fact that she's a 32-year-old woman and they're still like, oh, I'm so tired. I was telling Nana on these
disgusting
reality shows, they think we want to go to the sex shop with them. We don't.
I don't care what you're getting. We've seen all that stuff before.
It's a tired storyline. It's as tired as the housewives going,
I know.
I'm going to rejuvenate my vag. Okay, cool. You've all done it. I don't care.
And this vibrates and this does this. And then when, not Asuelu, what's her name?
Kalani.
I always have trouble with those two. When the girl says he doesn't masturbate, so he always wants sex from me.
And he thinks it's my job to give it to him. Well, no, it's not.
No,
and
it's
also,
not.
we know that you're having, we don't need to see the scene because you have 2 kids. So we know you do the sex. We know that
Well,
happens.
yes. And it says, I don't believe that he doesn't masturbate. Get out of here.
It's probably a different kind of he doesn't know that that's maybe like in Samoa, they call it something different. Like they have a different name for fire. So maybe he doesn't understand what she's asking him. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe he's like, masturbate. That's
He calls a vagina a clamshell. Hello? Maybe he just doesn't know the parts.
well, I can't imagine these two, I wanted to just skip through this. Like, I think we did fast forward a little.
I just didn't like to see. Who cares?
The best thing about it was
Thank
the
you.
lady
You
that
go.
worked there, because she was so cute and petite, and she so little. Like Nan's like, she's probably like 4'10", and she was wearing a smoke shop shirt. So Nan's like, does she really work there, or did she just take a break? She's covering for someone because she's working at the sex shop wearing a smoke shop, but maybe it was a smoke shop / sex shop.
Could be.
I
thought that was great. And she goes, what are you interested in? Well, all they did was giggle. It was just, they were disgusting. And that poor mom, I'm telling you,
Kalani's mom.
Kalani's mom deserves so much
Justice
more
for
than what
Kalani's
she's getting.
mom. She has to be there as they're talking about sex. Leave the kids at home and go to like a couples retreat with therapy and all kinds of things. Just boning it out in a teenager camp cabin is not going to solve the problems of your marriage. You just want to divorce him allegedly last week. And now this week you're going to bone in a bunk bed and everything's going to be fine after you drink a little bit of bourbon. I mean, this is
bourbon.
That
seems kind of odd, but oh well.
Welcome, Sarah Diane, as a new member of the LEEN team. Welcome.
Hello, Sarah Diane.
Yes, he keeps wanting to say he wants to eat kitty cat. It's just,
I know. It's like really.
It's so cringy.
Then go ahead. Because
it's so cringy. Now, it's the only sex shop in town. Time to move. Yes. So the best part about their storyline is that we get to see the beauty of Utah. It looked like he took her to some kind of place in Zion or near Zion. And Zion National Park is one of my favorite national parks. As we're repping our Target.
As was Joshua Tree
National
and
Park
Yosemite.
Shirts. However, this was not, Kalani was being a jerk about it. He tried his best. He doesn't know the area. He's trying his best here. You married a literal baby miss, a dude that thinking about those two having sex is thinking about like a man child. Like it just, there's nothing that shows or kind of exudes like sexuality or confidence from Asuelu. I imagine when he gets to climax, he giggles. You know what I mean? Hey, that tickles. He's just, it doesn't do anything. I just can't imagine her doing it with him. And so he looked for these little cabin things. Now, had they left the kids at home and freed her mom of the burden of always having to be around them and be so engrossed in their marriage and marital problems, they could have got like a nice suite. They could have went, there's so many places in Zion you can go, a spa, something. But it seemed like all they wanted to do was bone it out and then do a couple of communication exercises they found after a 2-minute Google search.
Let's stare at each other for 2 minutes. What did you see in my eyes? That was gross.
It was
that
like
was
a kitty and a cow.
I know. What?
You look like kitty cow eyes.
So then she makes this terrible mistake of saying that she's going to talk to him because she wants to be upfront about everything. She doesn't want to lie to her husband.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong. She's going to tell him that she went to see an attorney. What, is she crazy? Stop the insanity. You don't have to tell him anything. You're just going to have to stop going forward with the attorney and just not mention it. Exactly. You're looking for trouble, or trouble is not
He's
there.
going to see it, but they're making it this big storyline. Your dad already told him that you wanted a divorce. I mean, it's just their storyline is donezo, in my opinion.
Oh, I think so.
It's so boring. Nikkie Nikkie says probably a combo store. We have a weed porno store here. Hey, nothing goes better with a little porn than some weed, right? What
a great combo.
No, I can beat it. Taxidermy and cheese, River Falls, Wisconsin, where I went to college. Taxidermy and cheese. Okay, I'd prefer from the porno and the weed. I'd prefer taxidermy and cheese. That's more my style.
That really is nice.
Yeah, I think SK Betty would like it too. It's a little SKE. You know what I mean? So there you go.
I remember someone at work was going out with a taxidermist.
Ooh.
And well, I'm just not going to mention names or anything, but
someone at your work. Okay, I'm trying to think.
You don't know. Anyway, he was a taxidermist and he started seeing this gal. And I says, he really likes to stuff dead things. Anyway, okay, going forward. Cool. That was
Oh, Nana, that's some good shade.
All right,
That's some
thanks.
good.
Thanks, honey.
shade.
Thanks. I'm here for you.
Yes, I think Jay, exactly. He did it. He's a baby. He didn't get a chance to mature before picking him. No, she plucked him out of the nursery.
Yes.
And now she's wondering why he's a man child. And she's not helping him grow. Like when I think the most moving thing he said is the stupid thing. Like she's treating him like he's stupid. And I do agree with him because I think
She
see
does
them
do that.
on the show and you see them on the after shows and she talks down to him. She definitely does. And it is like her third child. So it shouldn't be surprising that he is finding great comfort and also sexual. He's almost has this like, he's twisting this mothering nature of her and the sexuality together. And he's like, I like to lay on your bosom without my shirt. And I feel like what you do after you have a baby and they lay the baby on your chest to connect.
Yes.
He's doing that with his wife because she literally picked him out of the nursery. She's like, I'll take that one. And then she didn't let him grow up first because she allegedly was a big V, was the virgin.
I know. At 28, besides Kalani and me, who stayed a virgin till 28? You know, can I see a show of hands out there? Morris, was that you, honey? Anyway, yeah. I mean, come on. 28. Where were you? What were you doing? Nobody, I guess. Okay.
Yes, taxidermy and cheese. Sea Cruise. It is it's amazing. It's my favorite. Yes, Freud would have a field day with Asuelu.
Yes,
oh my
yes.
gosh. The mommy issues don't stop on him. And yeah, let's never forget. And I used to play this all the time, but I get copyright warnings on that. And Nana hates it.
I hate it.
So I think Nana was doing the copyright strikes on me when I did the 90 day because she's like, I don't want her to use it anymore.
I never did. But
Asuelu and his mama, remember they're like, they kissed.
it was gross. I mean, you know, you don't tongue your son. You know, there's wait, I got a tattoo somewhere. Never tongue your son. Except for I have the llama here. I did do a tattoo. Of a llama. And right underneath it says, never tongue your son.
You can't tongue your son, okay?
Those are words to live by.
You can do a lot of things in life, but you can't tongue your son, okay?
Yeah, I just don't think it's a good look.
Just don't do it. Don't do it.
Sorry.
You can't do long mouth-to-mouth lip kisses with your children as adults. You know, if you want to do a little, I guess, okay, fine, Tom Brady. Right, Tom Brady does that, the quarterback guy.
Who is Tom? Oh, that Tom Brady.
Yeah, I think he kisses. Maybe that's good luck. Maybe his dad has the voodoo. I don't know. But most people, unless you win a Super Bowl, you shouldn't mouth kiss your adult child for like, if you're going to mouth kiss, I wouldn't say to mouth kiss, but let's say you're going to mouth kiss an adult child.
You don't. Yeah,
like it never happened.
Mwah. Love you.
God, get out of here.
8 is enough. Was his name Tom Brady, the dad? 8 is enough. It was a great show. It was back in the 80s, and it was called 8 is Enough. He got remarried because his wife passed on, and he had 8 kids, and Nicholas was one of them. Laney. They had a bunch of kids. Was his name Tom Brady? I just need to know.
I think it was the Tom Brady,
who
formerly of the New England Patriots.
That's who I think of when we think.
Yeah.
He wrote for they lived in Sacramento, and he wrote for the Sacramento paper. That's all I know about the show. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, dear Dana. Shout out to you. Much love to dear Dana. She is a sweetie.
Thank you, dear Dana.
Okay, so yeah, it's just it's too much. You know, don't tongue your kids. You know, don't do it. Okay, so they apparently have all this sex. They got the vibrating PP ring. They got a couple other things. Okay, cool. That's awesome.
And that was just really.
They have a new thing they're going to say. They're going to say the word for fire. That's the Samoan word for fire when they're jumping, getting too upset with each other. Because, Asuelu is emotionally immature and he does jump at her. And he says, she treats him like he's stupid. So they have some things to work on. This is why couples therapy would help. Like he said, we just need more sex. Sex. We should have the sex. Why aren't we having sex when we're not having sex? Why aren't we having sex right now while we're talking about this?
A guy his age or a guy any age. That would be their answer. Okay.
Thank you, Lamicia. Thank you. Love you too. Okay. The sex shop I worked at put that place to shame. Yeah, that was.
Oh, see.
We had, what was that? A sex place in downtown Minneapolis.
I never crossed the river much. I don't know.
It was a pretty big one, but yeah.
We had one on Payne Avenue, didn't we? Or was it Arcade?
I don't remember.
It was
All right.
a corner place.
On the corner, huh?
I didn't
There
hang
was a
out there
pretty-
much, but it was right on the corner.
There's a pretty big one in Minneapolis, and they had like the things you could go in because when you turned 18, I think it was called Sex World, honestly.
Oh, okay.
And when you were 18, you could go there, and then you'd see people go in the back, and they had those like windows where you can like watch people dance
people
and
dance.
things. Yeah.
Sure.
So, and it was huge. So this one was like your local.
Well, it looked like a 7-Eleven. I was
7-Eleven.
making like here's your
Mhm.
dildos, and then over here is Slurpees. You know, extra
Yeah.
large over here and an extra large Slurpee with it.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
buy one get one free.
Tom Bradford, Nana.
Bradford, thank you. Oh,
A Canary, thank
I
you.
kept thinking it doesn't sound right. Sure, the Bradford kids. I'm so sorry. I kept thinking Brady. Bradford, that's it. I wish they'd bring that show back. I really enjoyed that one.
Well, DGF 627 says Barbara Stanwyck was mouth kissing her boys on the Big Valley. I've been marathoning it on Stars. Lee Majors, Peter Breck, and Richard Long. Dick Long is his name?
I worked with a guy named Dick
Dad
Long.
had a friend named Dick Long, I thought. No, Dick Law.
Yeah,
There's Lucy Goosey. She woke up as we're talking about the most inappropriate
I
things.
know.
Hi,
Lee
Luce.
Majors. Oh.
Did you just wake
Hi,
up?
sweetie.
We're live.
Come on over.
You were
here.
on a nappers. Can you say hi to all the peeps?
Hi, everyone. Do
So we're talking about 90 Day Fiancé. We told them you were taking a nap.
you want to come over here and sit
We
on
told them
Donna's lap?
that you we raised money for the dogs. You like to stick out your tongue.
Did you have a
and-
good nap, sweetie?
Yeah,
But
Good.
but how much time did you do the hair thing?
we don't know yet how many times she did the hair thing.
Oh, she's on top of things.
What's your guess, Lucy?
Probably like 5.
You're pretty close. It's been 4.
4 times.
Mhm.
You've touched your hair.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I'm very aware of it now. Before I would just do it to do it. And now I'm aware of it. And for the first like 5 or 10 minutes, I sat on my hands. So that's really isn't fair. So we'll just 4 times, Lucy. Thank you.
Well, Lucy, everyone's saying hi to you. People love the TikTok. Follow us on social media, and we
Oh,
did
thanks, you guys.
Lucy's-
that was so sweet. I loved when they were doing that.
making me famous on TikTok. That's what she says her goal is. So yes. She loves TikTok. She's helping me figure out stuff I've never figured out before. I've been like, Lucy, how do I do this one BGC sound effect, but be able to hear my voice? She's like, oh, let me do. Here you go, Joe. I set it up for you. I'm like, yes, girl.
I know. I'm just like, wow, amazed. Do you want to sit up here by Grandma? No?
All right.
Okay.
She's just gonna
All right.
be a
right.
just gonna be a spectator,
Just
homie.
a bystander. Okay.
Just a bystander. All right, cool. Do whatever you gotta do. All right. We love you. We're gonna go to the pool
We
after
love you.
this. Is Uncle Chell making dinner? What's he making?
I don't know.
Oh, go find out. Go find out. Bye-bye, Luce.
Love you,
Goose.
Luz.
Love you.
Oh, she took a
All right.
nice
She
nap.
did took in that. She got
was
that
looked
little
in there.
bed head hair. I love
Looked
it.
in there and she
I
was
love
just
a nap.
so curled up. Oh, there's nothing like a good nap.
Yes.
So let's see. We're done with Kalani. Gosh knows we're done with
Brandon and Julia,
Brandon
Libby and
Julia
Andre.
Betty, and who else is? Oh, let's go there. Let's go there.
Let's
Oh
go
my
there.
God. Oh my God, Angela, are you still married or not? It doesn't sound like you are.
What the hell is
What's
going
your-
on with
what's your
Angela?
Husband, you know you're so mean to him too. I think she's mean to him. She was saying SOB, 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 screaming it in the phone.
For the previews for next week?
Yes. What?
Well, apparently he's not checking in on her, not taking care of her. Angela, you knew what you were getting into in this marriage. I do
Oh,
think
maybe
there's
she didn't.
definite issues there. Like he's cheated on her before, Nana. So I think
Oh,
the
yeah.
SOB thing is coming from a place of now she can't get a hold of him. Their relationship is so off the rails, kooky.
She's putting a tracker on his phone and going to, it's not really a detective, but something
Make
like
sure you
that.
talk a little louder.
Something like that, something like a detective. They're going to check out just where he's
Mhm.
been. And I think that's a good idea.
Would you do that to Dad?
No.
Well, she wants to put a
You know-
tracker on him.
I that's a waste of money for me. He's either at Cub
Grocery shopping.
or Menards, and I'm usually with them. So yeah, at this point in our lives, no, I don't think I'd be tracking him down.
Yeah, I think the abusive and demeaning, it's just like, Angela,
is.
if you're that insecure about having a younger husband, you can choose, you can choose who your husband is. You don't have to pick a younger one if you're that insecure about it. And now
Right.
all these, Angela really pissed me off this episode. And there are times I enjoy Angela because I think she
Yeah.
you know, she has her moments where she's like down to earth and she can be funny, but I think she tries to laugh off really serious things, and she does that very often. And the doctors in this episode were like, no, we're serious, we're mad at you, because she's still smoking heavily. She wants to blame everyone else. No, girl, you've been smoking, you said, since you were 14, and heavily smoking. So Michael can make you mad, Michael cannot make you mad. You'll always find a reason to smoke. So I was getting really upset with her because the doctors are, you know, they can get in, you know, I don't know if they can get, well, I mean, the one guy can't do the surgery, he can get sued. Like, they take their profession very seriously. They're trying to help you. You are getting this surgery that's going to change your life, and you still are like carrying around the Marb Reds like it's your security blanket. And I get it, they're addictive. I understand smoking is, they put the chemicals in there on purpose, and they say the withdrawals to quit smoking are sometimes that only like heroin withdrawals are really bad, but they say that smoking withdrawals are only like just under like heroin withdrawals for some people sometimes. So I understand that, but it's like, girl, when are we gonna finally, don't get all these surgeries, just keep smoking then, or quit the ciggies and then get the surgeries. But the way she was just like laughing to the doctors, it's not funny.
And he didn't think it was funny. He didn't laugh. His assistant didn't laugh. And he says, well, really, how much are you smoking? She only says, only 10 a day. Well, from 20, you know.
20 in a pack. That's half a pack. There's no way she's just smoking half a pack. No way.
No. And I would hope she would be able to quit, because I think she'd feel a lot better. Her surgery.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she would heal better, all that. What he was saying about an ulcer surprised me. I wish she would have gone into that a little bit more.
She doesn't really believe it. I think if they were like, your tits are going to fall off, they're going to shrivel up and fall off. And then she'd be like, oh no, why did I just want to, oh no, Michael, I wanted to do some
great.
I'm going into a weird accent, but she's, you know, she's like, I'm Angela. I don't know why I keep going into like an Australian but she's okay. I'm trying to think. Southern. She's like, oh, Michael's gonna leave me. Oh shit, Michael's gonna leave me if I get my tits taken off. He didn't like the size of my boobs. He doesn't like the size of them. He wants them real big. You know, if you tell her your tits are gonna fall off, Michael's gonna leave you for a younger woman, I think she quit smoking. You have to go with what scares people. Ulcers don't scare Angela. She doesn't know what an ulcer is.
No, I don't think she does either. And Jaclyn is saying, I laughed when the doctor mentioned edibles. I did too, because she didn't even know if they're legal in, where is she, Georgia?
Yeah, she's in Georgia.
I don't know if they're legal in Georgia.
I don't think I don't know, because I have lots of friends. I go to Atlanta a lot. I don't think, maybe medical. I don't know. You guys in Georgia, let us know in the chat if weed and stuff is legal, like edibles. But she's like, I didn't know what he was talking about. I thought he was talking about edible condoms. I'm like, where are you finding edible condoms? Also, that defeats the purpose of the condom, because it would break off in your mouth.
I know. I mean, seriously.
Like a fruit. You think it's like a fruit by
underwear?
the foot?
Then she said edible underwear too.
It's like from the 70s.
Totally.
Oh my gosh.
Edible condoms. No.
Edible condoms. That's how people are getting pregnant. They're putting edible condoms out there. They didn't know. They're like, just smelled so tasty. It smelled like strawberry. So I took a bite. Now I got twins, you know.
See, Kalani's gonna get knocked up again.
That's what happened to Kalani. That's Asuelu was like, I want to eat the cat, and she's like, I want to eat the peen, and they wear the edible condoms. But Angela's like, guys, I didn't know the edibles. It's like, I don't know. Okay, Angela, sure. You don't know what edibles are. And then she said, well, I don't want to smoke weed. No one's asking you to smoke weed. We're asking you to pop a couple gummies so you can put the Marb Reds down so your lungs don't fall out your ass.
Well,
you know?
Go to the edibles. They have other things that she could take, anti-anxiety pills. They don't want her to do that.
I think they're looking for more natural things. So edibles, weed, more natural than any of the big pharma stuff, maybe. I don't know. So that's kind of what I'm guessing.
I just thought that to be odd that a doctor would bring it up, but you know, it is legal.
No, I think it's really smart that the doctor's actually bringing that up, and it's probably not a big pharma probably hates that, but I think there's such an addictive quality. If you would say, why don't you try a Xanax? Why don't you try a Klonopin rather than an edible, which is a lot more natural, because you're just talking about, you know, marijuana and things like that. Yes, kiss me goodnight. It is Nana.
Okay, excuse me. I just had to. It just felt so good. Okay, there's 5.
So if you're counting, it's up to 5. Dr. Melanie, we missed you.
Hi, Dr. Melanie, and thank you so much for the super chat. You're right. The devastation is real when you lose a patient. Smoking decreases blood flow, which impedes wound healing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling her, say your tits will fall off. Say your tots are going to be gone. They're going to go. They're going to take a plane to Nigeria and they're never coming back. And they're going to steal Michael and they'll be in a relationship together and they'll never talk to you again. Then she'll quit smoking.
That's right. And I hate to say it because I've said it before. I loved smoking. Anybody that smoked and has quit, it's that little rush.
Mhm.
But then you realize just what it's doing to your body and how it's making you feel. And you have to do something. You have to do something to make yourself feel better. And for me, it was quitting.
Get some Tootsie Pops. Back in the day when I quit smoking a long ass time ago, I just ate Tootsie Pops. And I know that sounds crazy, but
That's okay.
it was
Whatever.
the oral
that-
fixation stuff. Angela said, yeah, eatables. Well, them eatables down there.
Oh, yeah, eatables. Oh,
Ugh.
Del Chick says that's right. Those eatables. I'm thinking, what? Okay.
Yeah. And the fact that they think that she's going to, no, she can't
That
carry.
she can have,
no.
can have a child
No.
and be a smoker. And, and it's such a hard thing to do to be a smoker right now because it's frowned upon. People, they've done enough studies where they know it's not the 50s. They know what it does to you.
It's not Mad Men. We're done.
No.
We're done. We're all moving on. Pot is illegal in Georgia, Shane is saying, but it has been decriminalized in Atlanta. Thanks, Shane, for the update.
Shane,
Appreciate
thank
that.
you. How about on your boat, Shane? I'm sorry.
Can Nana come on your boat and do some eatables? I want to get on there and do some eatables. You guys don't understand how much I need my ciggies. I need them because Michael's not calling me back. And that son of a bitch, son of a bee, son of a bee. I mean, oh my gosh.
So, and you'll always find a
Michael.
reason. You'll always find a reason to light up. There's always another reason. So you just have to pretend you're somebody else.
Quit
I don't know.
blaming people. You
Yes.
smoke. It's okay, but now it's time to quit.
Now it's time to quit.
You're getting all these surgeries. You want to look good. You want to feel good. You feel the weight coming off.
Yeah.
It's just, you just got to go. I'm so tired of talking about her freaking smoking and these poor doctors that are putting all this work into
But
you.
it is. I mean, it's huge. It's huge. You can see she's been smoking since she was 14. Or 13, whatever.
Me
she
too,
had said.
Diana. Me
That's
too.
hard.
Now it's disgusting. I just don't.
You can't
Mm-mm.
handle the smell, Diana. Okay,
It's
I want
gross.
to get there because every once in a while, I want to walk by and someone's smoking. I get that little whiff.
Little
It's
rush,
like a little dog.
little
I'm kinda
jolt.
like a little jolt, and then I'll keep walking. I don't like my clothes to smell like that. I never
gross.
smoked in my car,
just
so
think
my
of,
car
like,
didn't. But
Those kids, there's 6 kids there that
Missy
need you.
Thompson, good for you.
And they probably, you probably make them stink,
yeah,
And
they didn't talk about stuff
Way to
like
go,
that way
Missy.
back 12 years. That's awesome. I'd love to be able to say that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So we had that whole storyline and she's at home and Nana was like, where's her daughter? Why aren't other people taking care of these kids? And I'm like, I know one of her daughters went to
Yeah.
jail. I don't know if she's still in jail. And then the one daughter who's on the show, I'm sure
Maybe she's
she
working.
works,
because
but that's
there's
a lot of
six
kids.
grandbabies she's taking care of. She's no spring chicken. That's hard.
But it is a panakuchen, so maybe it was harder for them to find childcare. I don't know, but that seems like a lot of kids for Angela to be taken
You
care
bet.
of.
You bet.
I mean, it's not like she's elderly. It's just a lot of kids for any person. 6.
Well, you get And
Oh,
she's in her 50s, right?
yeah, she's only in her 50s. That's the thing. She's getting this surgery. She can look the best
Yeah.
of her life. She can feel so good. She just has to give up and Marb Reds. Oof, oof, oof. Who else we got on the
We
list?
used to call them cowboy killers back in the day.
Oh,
we
Cowboy
don't-
Killers.
oh,
Natalie and Mike are the last couple on the. Wait, no. I'm sorry. We'll go to Tiffany and Ronald first, Nana.
All right,
Tiffany
should we
and
go to
Ronald.
Tiffany
Then we'll
and
go
Ronald? Okay.
to Natalie and Mike because we should have had more time with Natalie and Mike this episode, but we didn't. We saw them a little bit in the beginning and then at the end.
Which is plenty for me.
But I feel like I wanted to see more of this Trish stuff, but we'll get to that. Okay, so Tiffany and Ronald. Tiffany brings the kids to visit her mom, but she also has some bad news. So Christmas is a big deal for her family. But she says, JK, we're going to South Africa with Ronnie, who sometimes I say I don't want to be with, sometimes I do want to be with. It's kind of a similar situation to Kalani.
Yes.
And her mom is acting as though they're not already married and have a kid. She's like, you don't have to make this big decision. She already did. She married him and
She made
has
this decision.
his baby.
But I love the mom because the mom doesn't care for him. I don't care for him. I get it. I wouldn't want my daughter going over to South Africa to see him. She's only asking him to put up 50% of the plane ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, well, that's a lot for him because he, hasn't been doing this or hasn't been doing that. She's still making excuses for him.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. Just stop it.
It's-
Quit having babies with all these people.
Yeah, she's her poor son, who's so cute and sweet. He now looks at Ronald like the
Daniel,
dad.
yes.
And it's just, I'm done with Tiffany and Ronald. I'm so bored. Maybe it'll get
Yeah.
interesting once they get to South Africa, but I don't know. Let us know what you guys think in the chat about Tiffany and Ronald, but I'd
like to see more of her dad.
Nana has a
Just saying,
crush.
I'm just saying. Not really a crush. I mean, he's nice to look
You should
at.
see if he'll sponsor you. Nana needs to get sponsored.
I need to get sponsored.
Yeah, Tiffany and Ron. I mean, that guy. Yeah, it's just he's gross. The way he acted at the lawyer was gross. He's a perpetual child. He lays back with his vape, playing video games. Like, dude, grow up.
You can find 100,000 of those, honey. You didn't look hard enough.
Yeah,
You
seriously.
didn't look hard enough. Goodbye, Tiffany.
And her
Goodbye,
poor hot
Ronald.
dad is going to have to. Now, granted, he was absent, so maybe this is just
Yeah.
what happens when you're absent. Now you got to make up for it so bad. You got to pay for your daughter's deadbeat husband.
Oh, I know. I mean,
But yeah, the minute Ronald was, Dear Dana says, all hanging loose on the video. Yes, at the attorney meeting, I would have been Dunzo. Oh,
Gonzo, I like that.
You're not taking it seriously at all, sir. And I'm here taking care of the kids, and you're off in South Africa doing whatever.
I know. I mean, come on. He doesn't even have a car. He's going places on a bike. Does he have a job? Where is he living? Is that a garage? Whatever.
Yeah, we don't know where he's living. He's in the garage for sure. So,
And Done Your Business is saying she thought it was going to be, this episode was going to be about Ronald coming to the United States, and so did I. So
Ugh.
when Tiffany announces that one of the biggest holidays, her family just loves Christmas. She's Cuban. They celebrate a lot.
they have salsa music playing. They're
it
drinking
sounds
beers,
fun.
having
Sounds
fun.
great.
And she's got to leave the people that are nice to her and
the
go
look-
hang out with him.
The look on her mom's face was that look any mom would give you, like, you stupid wench. What do you think?
Would you call me a wench, Nana?
I think that, I don't know if I'd say wench, but I think, listen, baby girl, I brought you into this world, and I can't believe the sorry ass mistakes you've already made in this.
Yeah. Kay
just
is saying the same thing. Like, yeah, you can find those dudes in America. You
Oh,
didn't need to
heck
go
yeah.
all the way to
Oh,
South Africa.
No.
So, okay, let's get into Natalie and Michael. You guys, Trisha's scarves. Oh my God, so cute. All her friends love them. When she pulled up those scarves, I was like, run, Natalie, run. Now, me and Nana have agreed. We don't like Natalie. We don't like Michael. We don't like Trish. We don't like any of them. So we can just roast the whole damn family. Those scarves are not good.
I think they smell like cat urine. I had that feeling the minute she opened up that suitcase. Even over here in California, I could smell cat urine.
I think
Couldn't
Trish
you?
collects dead cats. I think Trish would go to Taxidermy and Cheese with cats that she has taken care of, and been like, can you stuff these? I want to hide them around the house to scare my daughter-in-law. Now, this is such a messy, weird situation, but yeah, she probably lets the cat pee on them and then gives them to her friends and goes, don't you like them? Aren't they nice? I got some wood we got to haul, with her bangs like this. It's just one
She was so
part of
bad.
her,
She was so bad.
one side of her bang, Nana, is just like,
Well, I would do that, but then it would be 6. So I'm very conscious.
I don't know what I did. I thought I was real nice there. I took my daughter-in-law to a
That's
meat
right.
factory when she's a vegetarian, a staunch vegetarian. I left the nails up on the floor, so when she walked, she stepped on one. I made her haul wood. I told her to give up on all her dreams. I don't know what's so mean about that. I teased her when she didn't want cake, knowing that she cares about her body and stuff.
Told her
Let's see.
she's too old to have babies.
Too old to have a baby in front of my roommate, his name might be Ronnie, wears a royal blue shirt. Nice guy, need a roommate. Yep. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I didn't want her to get married to my son, and I tried to call off the wedding, and he did call it off for a second. What else did I do? I also, let's see, didn't I tell her I told her she should work harder around the house, help my son out.
Well,
So I don't know
she's
what's so
there.
rude about that. I don't know what's so rude about that. I flirted with her husband right in front of her. What's so rude? I'm his mother. If I can't flirt with him, who can?
Oh my God, it was so horrible. And then Natalie wouldn't say anything. Natalie
goes, I talked to my mother. My mother says never to talk to you again. So
yes.
goodbye forever, Trish. And then
Yeah,
she
how did
sat
she
in the
say
car.
it? How
Goodbye.
did she say it?
See you never.
See you never.
See you never, Trish. I sit in the car. You go fuck yourself. That's what she
love-
said. That's what
I
she
know,
said.
I love see you never.
And Trish is like, I don't know what I did wrong. I wish death upon her. I put her in the wood pile. I put nails up right by her side of the bed, but I made her a beautiful scarf, made a cat piss, cat hair, and mouse droppings. Okay, I let her into this beautiful fortress. This is all going to be yours one day, Nat, even though I need a roommate. Something tells me I don't own this place. Something tells me
it's highly mortgaged. And all that crap on top of the kitchen. What is all that stuff?
Oh my God.
I just see
she didn't
dust
even
and
use
cobwebs.
Windex.
She didn't use, oh my God. Everything was just so gross. Everything in that house is gross. But
I don't have to talk to you. My mom said I don't have to talk to you, so goodbye.
That's
No,
right.
I'm not talking to you, Trish. You're garbage. You're trash. No. And then she's like, what did you say? And Natalie put all the blush, all the highlighter on her cheeks just so, because she would, the sun and the light would catch it. And she'd be like, what, Trish? No, I'm not talking to you. No, I'm not. And then she had all the highlighter there. What did you say? Ask my mom, and she's just on her phone. I'll wait here. And then Michael, he was like, I'm so sorry, mommy.
Oh, Mom, I'm so sorry. Mama.
He was like this, Mama, I'm gonna get her for you, Mama. Don't you worry, Mama. This is my mommy. You don't talk about my mommy like that. She gave you store-bought $5 Albertsons cake. How dare you, miss? How dare you? She let you pick up wood for her. How dare you? She let us stay in her museum. How dare you? How dare you? And I'm just like, Mike, bro, marry your mom. In this situation, I know Oklahoma, that's probably illegal, but one of the states around there, it's got to be legal.
It's got to be legal. See you never. Great tattoo. It's a great country.
See you never.
Great country Western song. Let's work on it.
Oh my God.
See you never.
Mike never has Natalie's back. In this instance,
No.
I do wish Natalie would have just said, Trish, you did this, that, and the other thing. But in that, Mike should have, also allegedly called her a hooker. And Trish was like, I did try to kill her. I did take her to the meat factory, but I did not call her a hooker. I called her a hooer. A hooer, and it's like, I guarantee Trish called her a hooker,
Something.
And Michael,
Yes.
never consider the source. Consider the source, Big Mike. Consider the source. Yeah, consider the source. Trish, one side of your hair sticks up. You're knitting scarves. All your friends like them. Then why are there 62 of them in a suitcase? Where are these friends? All we saw is the, royal blue roommate. The royal blue t-shirt roommate who you
That's
basically
right.
said
Good
that
old Ron.
Natalie is getting old and barren in front of. Okay? So I don't know what you're talking about.
It is very sad. We don't care about any of them.
We don't.
They're
But right now, that and Red Face Ron was the only entertainment this whole episode.
That really was the highlight, it really was the highlight. I can't wait to see
Seriously.
Brandon and Julia's first place.
Mhm.
That'll be nice to see. They won't have any furniture or anything. That'll be great.
They'll have a futon or a futon, if you will, but just the mattress, not the, because they won't have the expensive part of the futon. They'll have a lava
right.
lamp. Nana says that it's going to start the place on
Start
fire.
the fire.
We didn't
Didn't
start the fire. It'll be a studio. I think Julia will be miserable, but
Yes.
whatever. Melanie, Dr. Melanie says Trish is evil, Mike's abusive, and Natalie's an 8-year-old. They're all disgusting. Exactly. That summed it up. That's the whole recap.
That is it. That is a recap.
Consider
and
the
it's a beautiful
source.
recap. Oh my God. And then she says, give her $5,000 and send her back to Russia.
Yeah, Trish. Oh my God, Trish is like,
Oh.
Mike, Big Mike. Mommy says just give her $5,000, send her back to Russia.
And
Mommy
bleep,
don't
bleep,
have
bleep.
time. You get yourself another woman that can carry more wood. Because I need to carry more wood. All my friends that I give scarves to, they couldn't make it. They said they were all busy. I know it's weird, all of them. But I was trying to be nice to give her a scarf. But apparently, you can't be nice anymore. I wore all my best blouses. Trish.
I wish they would have taken a trip to the casino.
I have
Come on.
triple clocks on the wall.
Okay,
All the
they're
clocks. I let her eat off the good utensils.
The good paper plates.
The good paper plates.
That's right.
The Dixies.
The Dixies.
Trish is just next level. I mean, it's and Michael.
Oh.
I mean, what are you going to do? Stay married to this chick or what? Just
Oh,
end
you
it.
Just don't. I mean,
End
they
it.
couldn't figure it out. They're both yelling at her. She's sitting in the car, like you said, just a little girl. She's not even facing.
Natalie acted like a child. She was like, no, Trish. My mom said, you're rude, so you're rude forever.
Yeah.
Big Mike, why don't you go choke on a steak with your mom? That's all I'm saying. I'm not talking no more. And then she waited to get on the escalator till they were like 7 up. And then she's like, now I get on. And wrote it. It was so entertaining, though, to watch. And Trish is like, consider the source.
Consider the source. But all
You know,
those
Big
bleeps
Mike.
when she went in the house, everything was
Oh,
bleeped out. I
yeah.
loved it.
F. And oh my gosh, Natalie.
I loved it.
They have the worst marriage I think I've
Of all of
ever
them?
seen. Because remember them on the reunion last
Yes,
season?
they were bad. They were fighting.
They weren't even talking. They're never talking. How can you be married if you're never talking to each other?
It'll last a long time.
It would last a long time, actually, maybe. So thank you guys so much. Make sure you smash that like. We got 125 likes. Way to go, guys.
Oh, that's beautiful.
164
Thanks, you
people
guys.
watching. Hopefully
Thank
you enjoyed this. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Join us every Monday for 90 Day with Nana. Like I said, we're probably going to be doing a special Patreon live stream
Here
while
comes
they're
Luce.
here.
So we have at the end here, we have
Like,
six
subscribe.
times that
Yes,
I went
Lucy.
to my
Oh,
hair.
6 times only?
6?
That's nothing.
That's only
Literally
because
like
I was
50
so
times a day.
I know because I'm usually used to, I'm
Well,
was really
You were
Cognitive.
cognizant. Of
isn't it cognitive?
Well, it's cognitive. Yeah, but you're cognizant of it.
I'm the C word.
Nana was the C word tonight. So in the hair contest. So we'll go back and look, and whoever was closest to 6, you get a prize from Nana.
That's right.
Is that what you said?
6, you can't go over, closest to 6. So we'll
But
go
how
through
are
the
you going to
things.
reach out to them?
They're going to reach out to me.
I never said a number, so I don't get a prize.
Oh, sorry.
I
You're-
don't think
you're-
it was meant for me, though. But
it wasn't meant for you.
Whatever.
I could have told you,
Who
Lucy.
was closest?
That's
Well,
right.
CS Tom said 47. So those
But you know what? And that in a given day, in a given hour, that's what I usually would do. But I guess I was so aware of it after being told that I do that.
at the Rella guest 7.
Oh, I think someone guessed 7, but you can't go over. It's like, remember what we said?
Oh, yo.
So anybody less
Oh.
than 6.
What
or
if
under,
nobody guessed less than? What do you do then?
Then we're going on. We're going on to the next week.
85? Is
The
that?
prize even gets bigger.
It gets bigger and bigger each time. Amazing.
I'm sorry, but I was I'm so used to that. I'm so used to it. And then I thought to myself, slow down, don't do it. Relax.
Relax,
So
relax,
big,
relax.
So big. Anyway, so if you were 6 or below, please say it right now in the chat.
Or just DM me or something, because we can't just what if they didn't watch the whole thing?
Well, maybe. Well,
Our contests are not very organized, but
they're fun.
they're fun and they're done
They're
with
fun.
love, right, Lucy? So you guys, Wednesday I'll be going live for Sip and Key with Busy. I gotta reach out. We might do a Sip and Key tomorrow night. Join us on Patreon for some
Okay.
exclusive live streams. Hopefully we'll set one up before you guys leave on Thursday.
I know.
And
I can't believe how fast the time
all right.
goes while we're here.
I
All
feel
right.
like I can settle sending.
Okay.
Erin H said she got it. Erin, DM me or email me at JoleneReacts@gmail.com, and we'll get your address, and Nana will send you
Thank you,
the
Erin.
prize.
Speaking of Joleen Reacts,
Thank
she
you,
never
and
posts on
congratulations.
there.
What doesn't?
I know.
Never post on her reaction channel. Get this video to 200 likes if you really think she doesn't really post much on there.
Okay.
Lucy's always like, you have to do more reaction videos, and you guys have been sending me them, so feel free to keep sending me. I'll do more reaction videos. We have a lot of things.
Bonnie guessed 6.
No, she's saying never give up. Who I just
I'm
guessed 6.
sorry, guessed
Aaron
6. I'm
said
so-
I guessed 6. So
Erin,
this
I'm
is
so
very
sorry.
confusing. But just DM me or email me. We'll get it figured
Erin,
out.
it's on its way.
Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. Lucy,
Thank you so much.
Nana.
Subscribe,
I love you guys.
hit the bell, comment down below, and we'll see you next time.
I like it.
What the cutie said. Bye.
Bye.
Guys.